Alright, so we've got one piece TCG up on TTS, and I am a new player, and I just learned the basics of this game, so I'll be teaching Alex how to play. We are both going to be using different decks. I've got the red deck, the Straw Hat Crew starter deck, and Alex has the Animal Kingdom Pirate starter deck. We have it already set up. We have our 5 lives cards on the left side of our player mat, and then we have the 10 Dawn cards on the bottom left. We have a leader card. I'm playing with Monkey D. Luffy, and Alex has Kaido. And then we have our 40 cards left from the card draw of 5, which is in our hand, and then 40 left in the deck. So let's see who goes first. So let's drag over this die. I'm gonna hit R once and see what it rolls. I got a 5, and Alex will do the same. Just hit R after you hover over. Let go. Roll over to C. It's a 3.
Oh,
So I guess I'll go first if the higher roll wins. Usually it's a rock, paper, scissors. Is what you're supposed to do in a real game, but we'll do a die roll. So I'll go first. The first thing you do in your turn is typically, unsuspend, refresh, then you gain Dawn. You usually, on a normal turn, gain 2 Dawn into your cost area, but as your first turn, you actually just gain 1. So I'll just gain 1 Dawn, and then I believe the first player does not draw a card, so I will not draw a card on my first turn. So I essentially have 1 Dawn, and looking at your hand, Alex, you'll see cards with a cost on the top left. That's how much Dawn you have to spend to play a card from your hand. So the top left will have your cost. Mine's red, yours is probably purple. And then you'll see the top right of that card has a value, and that's the attack power. So the attack power is calculated and compared during an attack, which we'll go through. You also see on the left side of the some of the cards, you'll see counter, and it'll specifically say like counter plus 1,000 or counter plus 2,000, and that's just a way to help boost up some of the power on future attacks. So we'll talk about that later. So I guess right now, unfortunately, I forgot to mulligan, and that is something you can do after you draw your first hand. You can shuffle back all your 5 cards back into the deck and draw 5 new cards, and you can do this one time. I should have done that because all the cards in my hand cost 2 or more, so I will have to pass the turn. Something to note also is that you actually can't attack on your first turns. So while Luffy was out, I actually normally, further into the game, I could attack with my leader, but this time I did not. So just want to point that out, and that'll be it. So Alex, you get to go ahead and gain 2 Dawn and draw a card. So hit Dawn plus 1 twice. All right, and then you get to draw a card. Hit draw 1 time. Cool. So you have 6 cards, and then you have 2 Dawn to spend on the card, or 2 cards if you have 1 cost cards in your hand.
do I just do I just click and drag into the character area?
Yep, you just place the card in the character area after you tap the Dawn. So you can use Q or E to turn your card. Yep, that's fine. You might want to adjust that to 90 degrees so it's tapped all the way, but that's okay. I'll know what you mean when you do that. Cool. So you play the sheep's head. So this one, as you can see, has a cost of 2, 4,000 power, and a counter plus 1,000 if it was played that way from your hand. But you're playing it as a character. You can't attack on the first turn, so that's something to note. But if you have anything else to do that you want to do, you can. Otherwise, it'll be my turn.
What else would I do?
Yeah, I'm guessing that would be it because you don't have any more Dawn. Okay, so my turn. I'm gonna typically you would unsuspend and refresh, meaning you'll unsuspend any of your suspended cards, and then you'll refresh all of your Dawn. So if you had Dawn that was placed on any cards, which I can explain in a second, it would come back to the cost area. So Dawn, as you can see, if you want to zoom into that card, a Dawn card you use as a resource, but on the bottom it says your turn plus 1,000. So you can actually attach this card to a character or your leader to give it plus 1,000 power. But that only applies on your turn. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and gain my 2 Dawn. I'll hit that twice. I have a total of 3 Dawn to use this turn. I'll draw a card. Um, so, Alice, I don't know if you have any cards with the word counter, but counter is actually somewhat of, I think, a card that you can play on your turn, or on your other player's turn to counter what they're doing. Um, so just something to keep in mind. Uh, and what
So
else?
I do have one counter.
Okay, so like if there's any costs, you might want to be aware of that. So if you want to pull it up, we can look at it together. Um,
And
oh,
Remy.
that's the counter you're talking about. So I was talking about this other counter here. I'll show you if you want to zoom in. So this has a counter ability. So you would play this from your hand, and it could be on my turn or your turn, and I would be able to use this during a battle. So something to keep in mind. This one also has a trigger. So if this happened to be in the life deck and I took a damage and it had a trigger, I could use this right away. But anyway, I'll add this
Feels
back.
like a combo of Card Fight Vanguard and
Yeah,
Digimon.
with the triggers, yes, agreed. And Digimon, right? Yeah, I feel that. Okay, so with the 2 Dawn, I'll exhaust those, and I'll play my Nefertari Vivi or Vivi. I'm not sure how people say that. It's got 4,000 power, and I'm going to play and activate my Luffy. It has a main ability I can activate once per turn. Give this leader or one of my characters one rested Dawn card. So I would have had to use one of my Dawn cards to use this ability. So I'm going to give Luffy my Dawn card here, and it's going to now have plus 1,000 power. I'm going to rest my Luffy and declare an attack on your leader, and that's going to be 6,000 over your 5. You can increase the power of your leader, which is currently 5,000, by using a counter card on your uh, in your hand, and you just trash that card, basically to add 1,000 to this. If you wanted to block it, if you didn't, then you'll just take 1 life damage.
So the counter card has to be like the card that you showed me before?
Yeah, it could be the card that I showed you before as a response, basically responding to something I'm doing, like an instant. Or you could use the one with the counter on the left side of the card to boost it. That's what I was referring to. You could boost, because right now you only have 5, I have 6,000. If you can get it to 7,000, then you will not need to take a damage.
What about this one?
So that one gives you plus 1,000. So that will be able to help you, but you'll still lose because mine is 6,000 to 6,000, and as long as it meets yours,
Oh,
it will be
ties
yeah,
don't work.
right. So you'll
Alright, I
need
have
a
nothing
total of
else
plus
then.
2,000. You could play 2 of them if you have it.
Nope.
You don't.
Only
Okay,
from my
so
hand?
that means you. Yeah, it has to be from hand.
I
So
lose a life?
yeah, so you'll hit lose life. You get to see what's in there. Is there a trigger?
Nope.
Okay, so that means you'll just put it into your hand, and I will not have seen it because you put it in this little box.
Is there a shortcut to do
No,
that,
just
or
right to
I
your
just
hand
drag?
or one. I don't know. You put one.
Oh, one.
Yeah, that's so typically when you roll over a card object and you type a number, you draw that many in that stack into your hand, so that I can't see it. So something to know when you attack. I could not have attacked your sheep's head because yours was not exhausted. It needs to be or rested, I guess. You can only attack rested characters, but you can attack the leader anytime. Just letting you know. Okay.
Okay.
So I can't attack with my Nefertari right now because it has summoning sickness. I forget what the term is in the One Piece manual, but um, basically it can't attack the turn it comes out. So I do have one more Don, and I will. I'll pass there.
So,
So you can hit the left side, unsuspend, refresh.
what is unsuspend?
It just right sides up everything that may have been rested.
Even my Dawn?
Yes. Well, refresh
Not
should help
doing
too.
it.
Refresh, yes. Refresh.
Oh,
Yep. And then your Dawn, add two, and then draw one card.
okay.
And,
So,
mhm,
so the objective of the game is to make you lose all your life.
yes. So lose all my life, and then you have to hit me one more time to finish the game. So total of 6 damage, I guess.
Can I combine multiple characters' attacks at once?
You can't combine them that I'm aware of. There could be abilities, maybe, but I haven't come across them yet. I've only played one game so far.
So your Luffy right now is 6,000.
No, so only on my turn it was 6,000. That's why it says your
Oh,
turn plus 1,000. So right now it is just 5. But don't forget, I could always counter.
so theoretically, right now my sheep's head and my leader Kaido could each attack.
They can.
And in your character area, I could only attack rested ones, but you don't have any.
Exactly. So right now
So,
you can only attack my leader. So
so
when you give
if
a Dawn
I
card, you could give it to um, either your leader or your characters. You could only give one active Dawn card from your cost area to one of your leader or character cards.
what about rested Dawn?
Oh, I'm sorry. So you can actually give any amount of Dawn cards. No, you can't give rested Dawns. You have to have them available to be used. So yeah, it actually says as long as you have Dawn cards to give, there is no limit to the number of times you can give Dawn cards. So that's pretty neat.
Didn't you give your Luffy a rested Dawn card though?
That's the ability. Yeah.
And you still get plus 1,000 if it's rested?
Yes, that's the ability of yeah, of Luffy.
And wait, if it's an active Dawn card, like I could give 4 right now?
You could if you don't want to spend it on anything.
So if I attack you with Kaido and I lose, do I lose a life?
Yeah, you would. I would not do that. Whoever
I'm
loses the
just gonna
battle.
play, I'm gonna tap 4 to play this,
Hmm.
an event card. Do I still put it in the character area?
No, I mean, you guess you could put it in the stage, maybe, and then you could put it to trash. I'm actually not sure what the stage is about.
I don't know. feels like a field card,
Okay.
but this is not a stage card or whatever. Anyway, draw one card, then add one Don from your Don deck to your cost area active.
Nice.
I'll draw
So,
one
you can trash that.
and do one. Whoops. Gosh, that. Then I guess I'll add this Don card to my Kaido. So my Kaido has 6,000. And I'll use Kaido to attack your Luffy.
Okay.
So do I just tap it?
Yeah. How much
Do I
power?
tap the Don?
It's up to you. I don't know if that matters. I mean, I probably would just make it look right. Okay.
How do I make it go over the Don card?
Yeah, you got. Yeah. Anyway, do you see how the rotation degree is on the top right of your screen?
But I like it at 45.
All right then. Okay, so you're attacking for that. Oh, just so you know, I just asked the Discord. I asked if I attack my opponent with my leader and end up losing the battle, do I take a damage? And they said no, you don't.
Oh.
So that's good to know.
So it's always good to
So it's
attack.
worth the risk. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I will tap exhaust this Dawn to play this event card. It's called Guard Point. It has a counter, so my leader or one of my characters gains plus 3,000 power during this battle. I'm pretty sure I play this now, but I could be wrong.
Do you need to tap a Don?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the first thing I did. So yeah, I tapped the Dawn, and let's see. Do you have a counter to what I just did? So basically, this gives this 3,000, so I'm at 8 actually. So you don't actually get through.
No. Alright, then I don't lose anything, right? Well, that's the end of my turn, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Gonna unsuspend, refresh. Get 2 done. Draw. Oh, sorry, this should go in trash. All right. So I have 5 done, and that's pretty good. I'm gonna exhaust 2 to play the Sanji. This has rush, which is pretty much pretty neat. If I have 2 dons on this, I have to pay 2 don. I think no, don times 2. Let me just double check. So that means that an effect that could be activated by returning Dawn cards from your field to your Dawn deck. Oh wait, no. Okay, with the times 1, I don't know if you're looking at this card right now. This is an effect that's activated when 1 or more Dawn are given. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna give a Dawn and another Dawn. And now this gains Rush. And it's gonna have 6,000 power because I have 2 Dawns here. So I'll go ahead and attack for 6 to your leader.
Oh no.
You have counters?
I do. 2 of these.
Nice. So full block, which is good. Um, I'm going to attack with my. Well, first I'll give a Dawn, and this will be now 5,000, and I'll attack your Kaido, your leader, with this for 5. So you trash this card, the Jinrami, because it's done. The battle's done. Um, oh, did you have to?
Oh, whoops.
Yep. And then now you either choose to defend more by countering more, or you'll have to take a
I have
damage.
to do at least 6,000.
I have. You need to at least have 6, yes, to survive.
I'll use this. Gives me plus 2,000.
Okay. Nice. So we're good there. No damage. And then lastly, I'm gonna attack with my Luffy. So that's gonna mean it's attacking for 5 to your leader.
Guess I'll let that through.
Yeah. So you do lose 1 life. If there's a trigger, you can choose to activate it. If you don't want to, you can put it to your hand. Okay. And with that, I'll pass. So you'll notice that I have a lot of rested characters, so you have plenty to choose from when you want to do your attack.
I do 2 done. And draw. What is the difference between unsuspend and refresh?
Unsuspend just turns your cards in your character area in your leader upright, and then refresh collects all the Dawn from the board in case you place them on any characters, and unsuspend them too.
Okay, so I will tap 3 Dons to play Jack. On play, I may discard a card from my hand. If I do, add 1 Don. And my Don deck to my cost area active.
Cool.
I will discard. I'll discard. Add
Okay.
1 Don.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
So just for people who don't know, on play means is when you play the card. That's when you do the ability. And it says you may, so he didn't have to do it if he didn't, want to discard a card.
So now I still have 5 active Don. So when I attack your characters in the character area, same concept. If I tie, I win.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And let me add a Don to this. I'll attack with Sheep's Head against your Sanji.
Alright, so my Sanji is now in the trash.
I use my... Oh, I played Jack this turn. I'll add multiple Dons. 3, 4. Yeah, 4.
Nice.
4,000
So 9.
to my Kaido and attack your Luffy.
I'm just gonna take the damage there. Oops. Okay. I forgot that there's a button. Okay. Yeah. No trigger.
And my turn?
Nice. Okay. So unsuspend, I refresh. 2 done. Draw. Alright. Oh, I should also mention there's a character area limit of 5. Okay, so I like this one. I'll use 4 to play a Frankie. So it's got 6,000 power, nothing crazy. And I will also spend 2 to play a Usopp. So this one's cool. If I have 2 Dawn on this one, I won't be able to do it this turn. I only have 1 Dawn left, but if I had 2, when I attack, my opponent can't activate blocker on characters with a power of 5,000 or more during this battle. So blocker actually means that if it had a blocker and I was attacking something else, whether it's my leader or another character, I could step in using that character with blocker to say, hey, attack me instead. So that's pretty neat. And that would have been a trigger if it was in the life deck. I could have done that and played this card as a trigger. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and attack with my you know what, I'll use my Luffy ability. I forgot to use it last turn. That sucks. I'll give let's think this through. Yeah, I'll give a rested Dawn to Luffy and attack with Luffy for 6 to your leader. So 6 to your 5.
Alright, I'll take it.
Sure.
Alright. No trigger.
Okay. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with my only other character I could attack with, but I'm gonna give it Dawn. And it's gonna be 5,000 into your leader.
Alright, I'll play a counter thingy. So it has 6.
Nice. Okay, so that's fine. And then I will. I think that's all I can do. I'll pass.
Okay. So I'll do 2 Dawn. Raw. I will tap 4. Play ulti. On play Dawn -1, you may return the specified number of Dawn cards from your field to your Dawn deck. Play 1 page 1 card with a cost of 4 or less from your hand. So when it says Dawn -1, can I put back a tapped Dawn? Or does it have to be an active Dawn?
Oops. I'm actually not sure. I'm assuming it could be a rested Dawn. I don't see why not. Might need to get clarification. I could ask in the Discord and see what they say.
I just read the rule book. It says they could be active or rested.
Okay, good.
Alright, so I do have a page 1 card of cost 4 or less. So I'll play that.
Cool.
I have 6 active still. I will I'll tap 6 to play this this event card. KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less, then add 1 Dawn card on my deck to my cost area active.
Okay. I'm
I'll
guessing.
KO your Frankie.
Yeah. Good one.
I will move this back. Okay, and then I will move to my battle phase. Is that what's called in this game?
Yeah, I guess so.
Dawn phase, main phase, battle. Okay, main phase battle. I will use my sheep's head to attack your VV.
Okay. So got 4, and you have 4. I'm gonna counter with this to add 1, so it's 5.
Okay. I'll attach a Dawn to my Kaido.
Sure.
Use my Kaido to attack your Luffy.
Okay. I'll take a damage there. So I lose a life. Okay. No trigger.
Okay, and end my turn.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna unsuspend, refresh, gain 2 Dawn, draw. Alright, so now I have a total of 9 Dawn that I could spend. I'll go ahead and spend 5 and play my Luffy here. So this one says it does have Rush. If I have 2 Dawn on this when attacking, my opponent cannot activate blockers. I don't really have a concern with that because my opponent does not have any blockers. So I don't really need 2 Dawn here. So this turn I'll be able to attack with all 3 of these if needed. And I've got some extra Dawn here, which I think I'll save right now for okay, so I'll activate my leader, give this leader or one of my characters 1 rested Dawn. So I will actually give it to a Usopp. And then what else? I'm gonna give my Usopp one total of three. So it's gonna be 5,000, and I'm going to use it to attack uh, your sheep head. Actually, 5,000 is an overkill. I'm just gonna go for your leader.
I'm gonna play a counter plus 1,000.
Okay, nice. Um, I'll use my Vivi. Attacking with five. Give it the dawn to your leader.
Alright, I have to take that. Um, or it's not a trigger.
Okay. And then I've got this Luffy, which does have rush. I'm gonna use this to attack your leader for six.
Oh no. Alright, I have to take that. Ugh, man, my life deck was not great. There were no triggers.
Yeah, okay. Um, yeah, no, these starter decks could just be very basic. So I've got one more attack I could do. I'm gonna give Luffy a Dawn and attack with Luffy,
Oh
my
no.
leader, for six.
I can't do anything.
Oh no, no counters?
No, I'm
Alright,
dead.
good game. So I'm curious, what are
GG.
your initial thoughts? This is your first time playing, and I know you are into is it the manga or the anime? I'm not into it, but I know you are, or you're aware
Yeah,
of it.
I recognize all these characters.
Yeah. Do you like?
Uh,
Is it the actual art? It wasn't redrawn for this, right?
looks like the actual art.
That's pretty neat.
It's from a combination of both the manga and the anime.
Interesting. Okay.
You could pretty easily tell which one is from the anime, what's from the manga,
Hmm.
from the style. So yeah, yeah, it does remind me a lot of
Digimon and
Digimon and Vanguard.
Vanguard Overdressed. Yeah. I think the fact that we knew how to play those two games helped us play this game. Like the learning curve is extremely small coming from TCGs in general, especially with tapping resources too. That's more of a MTG thing, like mana, versus using cards to pay for other cards and other games like Flesh and Blood. Um, but yeah, I like it. I think this is a very, very easy game to pick up and play for people who are into TCGs. It might be a more steeper learning curve for someone who's never played TCG in their life. The thing that kept tripping me up in my first game was that you could only attack suspended or exhausted characters. Like I'm used to being able to attack anything that's out on the battlefield, and that like I kept forgetting. Um, but now I think I
Mm-hmm.
finally got it. I also kept forgetting the use of the dawn. Like I was thinking, oh, it's just a resource. I should save it, but really utilizing it on your turn to add power um, is important. So yeah. Well,
Yeah, there's no point in keeping any Dawn active. It
well,
looks like you
yes.
gotta
If
use
you
everything up.
have a counter, you need to save it
Oh yeah, that's true.
because you had to pay the cost. It's not free to play those counter event cards, but yeah. Otherwise, you should always try to utilize your dons because you can't actually use the plus 1,000 on your opponent's turn. So that's always, I guess, a clue would be to when you playing that.
I didn't know this had music. That's cool.
Yeah.
Even
Okay.
Japanese music.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I guess we can end this recording now. I think this is good enough for hopefully someone to learn and pick up the game. Hopefully, I get my hands on the cards soon. We'll see. would be nice. But for now, that's probably the only way I'll be able to play because everywhere's sold out or selling the product way overpriced. But cool. Thanks for
Thanks for
watching. Thanks
teaching me
for
this game.
yep. No
It was
problem.
fun.
Yes, it was. We'll have to try the other decks next time.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to DaniCha's channel.
Yes. Thank you. All right. Bye.